What's snagging, everybody? It's your boy Fishing with Mikey here with a kind of a two-stage video. It is a review and a tackle backpack configuration video as well, which is the second stage. I wanted to show you guys, how I pack my tackle backpack. So let's get to it, shall we? And sorry about the noise. If y'all hear, it sounds like a heater, because in fact I have a torpedo heater going. It's a bit cold in the garage here. So this is the Lews. This is my Lews tackle bag that I got from my local Dick's Sporting Goods. From the Dick's Sporting Goods. And you can get these online for like, I think they're about like 84 bucks. Well, with tax, of course. And as you can see, it's got tons of storage. It comes with, now granted, I had mine for about a whole season. So my containers are a bit run down. You see that one's cracked, that one's broke, and that one's broke and cracked. But yeah, you see that one's kind of got a crack in it, and it's broke right there. And this one here's got a crack in it right here. But I think it got damaged though in between of transport. But yeah, so this thing has like tons of storage. As you can see here, it's got like tons of storage. It's got a mesh. It's got a mesh thing right here. It's got a mesh pack inside here. It's got a side mesh here for like your drink or whatever. And it's got an extra thing in here for my scale. That's what I was going to show you. And this one is also going to be like, sort of like a DIY as well for tackle storage. But, you got place here for your pliers, another place for some other tools like your scissors, and then you guys can't see this thing right here. This backpack also comes with a line spooler. Oop. And a little pocket stuff, so you can put like your fishing line. So I just stuck this in here for like an example. I would like my scale and everything as one other one. So you put like your fluorocarbon or your braid into there, or you can put it into this other, or you put like two of them in here, put one right here in this little satch right here, and then you can feed it through here, and you can spool your line while you're fishing. You ain't gotta worry about going back to the car or going back to your house, and yada yada yada. And then it's got a thing up here, and then it's got a mesh up here for storage. And I already showed you guys that top compartment, and it's got nice good padding. Some places and stuff to put like I put it, and so I put like a little thing here for my license. Whoopsie, that's not supposed to happen. Ow. But anyway, and then these things here you can actually take these chest clips, and you can pull them out. You can move them up and down, put them anywhere you want, where it feels comfortable on you. This thing is very sturdy, very comfortable. That's all I can say about it. So, this is the old tool chest that my old tool chest that my dad had given me, which I happen to like. And of course, this white tower is something that my uncle gave me. This is full of catfish gear. This is where the real stuff is, under lock and key. So let's get this turned around here, and we get these containers out. Let me get a drink of my tea here. I'm not I ain't sponsored at all by Lipton, but Lipton makes some good tea. So, yo, Lipton, you know, hit me up, will you? So anyway, let me just get this up right there. All right, so let's do the whole tackle thing. So normally I would just hop right into, I would just normally just like start putting. Let's, you know what? Hard to explain. Let's just hop right into it, shall we? So well, if you're like me, and if you're like going to like places that you're not sure about, or if you're limited, well, like and this is my crankbait drawer. Well, it's currently wintertime right now, so I'm planning on getting myself ready for springtime. So which of course I'm gonna need a Jawbone crank crawl in red. Put that right there. Kind of. And then I'll need another one in sort of this is called baby bass, or just bass. I'm not sure. I've used one of them. I've used the one I have. I've used this one before. A while back. Kind of got one on it to my 15 tries. But anyway, and then let's go with the Strike King, red-eyed lipless crankbait, and a bluegill, kind of like a clear one. I don't know if you guys can hear it or not. A lot of rattles in it, so we'll put that right here. And then we'll get a sexy shad, one and a sexy shad. Put that right there. And that's it for the crankbait. I'm gonna think of it. Let's just do this instead. Let's put the cranks up here for now. Alright? Go like this, because that was the first one I grabbed anyway. So red, that, bluegill, and 60 shad with a chartreuse line. Next is the swim baits, and I only use as of right now I only have one swim baits that I like, and that's the mock shad swim baits by Mock Baits, and I have two of those. So we'll put those. I have this one in a green gizzard shad. We'll put that one there, and then I have this one in a sexy shad. Yeah, I know it kind of looks a little got a bunch of allergy and stuff on it. There's a story behind that. I actually lost this one a while back, and there was a kid that was out wading through, and he found it and returned it to me. I said, and of course I thanked him. And then I haven't had much luck on this yet, and this is a jerkbait by Ozark Trail. And we'll go with that, just in case the bass are kind of finicky or whatever. And if it's like a nice, clear, sunny day, this will work great. So I'll put that there. And now for one of my other favorite things, jigs. So as you can see here, I have quite a few jigs and chatterdonks. So for the jigs portion, we'll add the Booyah Baby Boo jigs by Booyah, and a watermelon red, and then a green pumpkin. So we'll just put those right here and right here. Well, actually, we'll put the jigs right there, and then I have two Strike King jigs in a black and blue, just in case, for like dirty water or dirty muddy water. It never hurts to have a black and blue. Ooh, and in some of the places that I'm going to this spring, like Woodrum, I've been told that it's best to have black and blue. So we'll put those two in there. And then you can't beat a football jig. So we'll put that in there. And then a little something new to my arsenal. I already have one tied on one of my combos here, as y'all can see. I've got quite a few combos. But actually, these two are two I bought from my sister 1 year. But stuff. But anything. I still use them on occasion. I still use them on occasion. But I mainly use my ugly stick, my 7-foot ugly stick, medium heavy, with my Lews Speed Spool LFS, and my Lews Mock Smash, and my Lews Mock Crush spinning combo. We'll go into what's on those later for where I'm going in a moment. But for now, let's go with the jig. So this is the new jig that I have. It's the Guggen Squad Grass Hero. I have two. This is one. In a white collar, which is just that's so amazing. I've seen them and they look cool. So that's why I said to myself, you know what? I'm gonna get one, and I have one. I just bought it yesterday, so we'll put that right there. I don't know if you guys seen it or not, so we'll just put it right here. Gonna scoot that down. And now for what I refer to as the juice. The chatters. These, now I would normally use regular chatters, regular old chatter dongs, but excuse me. But well, like about with these chatterbait elites is that they have, well, hold on, I'll show you. They have silicone skirts, and the skirts are hand-tied, which is great, because I've had a lot of problems with ones that aren't tied. Yeah, but so anyway, got a white and chartreuse, black and blue, and a bluegill. Let's get these in here. I have to, hold on, I gotta rearrange some stuff here. I goofed, kind of. So, gotta move these jigs on down. One here. Don't you just hate it when things don't want to go in the way you want them to go in? Move that over there. Move this over here. Oh, and by the way, the other thing I like about some of these jigs is by Guggen Squad. I can show you this. If you guys can see it. If you guys ever use Guggen bait, you know what I'm talking about. It actually has the weight with just the 3/8 stamped on underneath the head. It makes it a whole lot easier, to figure out, what it is. Okay, so it's a chatter dong. So we're gonna put the black and blue right here, again for dirty, muddy water. And then when we get to the soft plastics, I'll show you guys what I'm gonna pair these up with. Woo. The white and chartreuse, and then the bluegill. Hold on, guys. Let me move my mock swim baits down here to the other one. Kind of do a little bit of rearranging here. Just some small adjustments. And kaboom. And that, well, yeah, that's pretty much it for now, because and granted, yeah, I have some spinner baits and stuff to take as well, but I can't really get them in here. I've tried. Oh, actually, guys, never mind. Oh, Madam, look, she done. I just figured it out myself. I'm a goof, but like in a good way. So we will get this. Well, put back together somehow. Okay. Yeah, this is kind of funny. I've had this thing for over a season, and I just now knew I could do that. I know that's kind of funny, but it's true. I didn't know I could do that. So I will take the. I'm gonna move these jigs on down again, I guess. Golly. Trying to get you guys a video here going, and I happen to rearrange everything as I go. Well, no, I don't. I'll just put that bluegill right there. And bluegill collared. They're oh, well, that one's. Well, folks, that side's not going to work, so it's going to have to be this side. So. Got that big hole in it, though. That's kind of worrying to me. So, this is what we're going to do. Now that we know, well, now that I know, I really don't want to lose any baits while I'm out fishing. You know, everyone knows what I'm talking about there. I mean, we've all had that fear. Just configure it the way that it is in this one. Ouch. And also try not to do what I just did, which is get jabbed by your own lures. That and like and then like that and like that and voila. Now, this one will be used for something different. This one will be used for the top water. So, anyway. How I was doing. These are also 3700 size as well. Just to put that out there. I almost forgot to say that. Let's get that down. And then put the spinner baits. And for in here, this is my spinnerbait box. I have some spinnerbaits in here. Most of mine are rusted because they've been used a lot. So let's go for this. So I'll go with another Guggen bait, the Guggen Zinger, and a white and chartreuse. I have one in the bluegill. We'll put that right there. And then the Booyah Glow Blade. We'll put that in here for dirty water. Bust me. And that's it. Now, normally I would put my Pond Magic, my Booyah Pond Magics in there, but I need to get new ones. So I'm not going to really worry about that. But this is my one box. My jigs and my lipless, jigs, chatters, liplesses, swim bait, small mock swim baits, jerk bait, spinner baits. And there's even room for a few more things, which is the other thing too. Always leave room for yourself, because you never know, when you're going to buy like something new, or like something else. So put that in here, and then now, my other favorite, top water. So this is my top water drawer, full of some jitterbugs, a jitterbug or two jitterbugs, poppers, walking baits, patrollers, some poppers that I found in an old tackle box. Sorry, I couldn't think of it for a second here. That a relative got me, and then a homemade buzz bait that a gentleman was nice to give me one season, and I've yet to try it. I mean, I've had a bass come at it, but I just could never get anything to bite. So, right, top water. So let's go. So let's do this. Just in case, they get kind of finicky, we'll go with we'll put the mock spraying shad and the bluegill. Put that right there, because it's a popper. I mean, you can't go with a popper. And then we'll go in a sexy dog and a sexy shad collar by Strike King. This is another Guggen bait. I can't remember what this is called. But if anyone does, leave it in the comments. Leave it down in the comments what this is actually called. I found this snagged up, and I got it. I just can't remember the name of it is. But I'm gonna take it with me. I haven't had any luck with it yet. I haven't really used it a whole lot before I went. And then some mock patrollers. This one's in a skunk, just in case. This one is in a sexy shad, and as you can see from the paint, this has been gotten many times by bass. Where I used to live where I used to live at for a little bit, but where I moved to, which was up in PA before I moved back here to West Virginia, there was a smallmouth up there, and they just completely annihilated that my prop baits. And then we're gonna go with this big old time popper. I don't think it looks like any kind of shads or anything. Probably does. I'm probably being silly. But I'm gonna try it. It's kind of cool, and it's got a knocker. I don't know if you guys can hear it or not. So we're gonna put. Well, we'll leave that for right now until just in case we have more room. I'll come back to it. And then this is my favorite drawer. My uncle says I have a problem. Do I have a problem, folks? Do I have a problem? I think I do. It's called frogs. I've got a problem. I got too many frogs. I've got so many frogs. Oh, hey. So anyway, so let's go. Woo. So let's start putting some frogs in here. We will go with one of my favorite brands, the Booyah Pond Magics. Or the Booyah Pond Magic. Got the Pad Crasher. The Booyah Pad Crasher frog and a leopard frog. Put that right there. And then we will get a Lunker Hunt frog. Just a standard Lunker Hunt frog. With the legs. Those legs are just so silly. So we'll put that right here. And then we'll get a popping one, a popper variation of the lunker hunt frog, same collar. We'll put that right here next to it. Get that in there. And then now we'll go to the popping frog, which is the Booyah Poppin' Pad Crasher Jr. Same color as the standard one, leopard frog. Put that right there. And then we got one in a black and one in a white, albino, and one in albino, one in the black. Now, this is what I've learned. If you can't decide on what color of frog, go with a white. Just go with two separate ones, white and a black. Reason being is because it doesn't matter, you know, what the frogs look like. As you can see from my leopard frogs, it's what's underneath that you got. It's what underneath of them look like. I'll show you here in a second here. Okay, you see with that, it's mostly white with that little bit of yellow. Same thing with the standard one. But I would use these for like, I would use the black one for like cloudy conditions, because you use a white one in cloudy conditions, obviously, you know, the bass can't see it. Put that like that, and then, of course, the old and a sexy gill, or second type of sexy collar, Pop and Perch by Strike King. I have seen Noah or Kicking Your Bass TV rock the green one of these. Big fan of his. Give him a shout out. And then that's when I seen these. When I seen this at my local Cabela's, I was like, yes, I've got to get this. And you can get either like Cabela's or Bass Pro Shop, whichever. So then we're gonna put that right here, like that. And then, and now we're gonna get to some other frogs as well. Let me pull this out, and that's gonna be the Walmart Ozark frogs, cheap frogs, budget frogs, whatever you want to call them. These are fire. Okay, I've caught some good sized smallies on these. As a matter of fact, this one right here, you can see it's got one eye. Big old smallie, when I was after up there in Pennsylvania, had hit this thing so many times that it actually knocked one of the eyes out, and then I actually had a smallmouth actually choke this thing. So it was very cool, very fun. I mean, good if you're running on like a budget, you know, go to your local Walmart, and get them. Definitely worth the $2. And then let's go for like if the bass just don't want to bite, you know, anything full sized, you know. Let's go for the juniors. This one is in a this one has a black back, a green body, and a chartreuse with an orange tip underneath belly. Put that right there, and then we'll go for a toad or a bullfrog. And we'll put that right. Actually, let's move it down. Let's move the lunker hunts down. I tend to try to keep everything in order. I'm weird like that. Then just put that right there. And then, of course, the Vega Frog by 6 cents. This is the pickle bread. This is the Poppin' Pickle. I have caught, again, same bass up there that went after this one, it actually came up out of the water with it. Like right here is the water. She came up that far out of the water. That's how I knew how big she actually was. She can't, well, not really that far. That's how big her back, her belly or her back was. And she came out of the water at least 5 feet. So we'll just put these right here. I have one in a pickle bread. I have one in Frogville. And I have one in a baby bluegill. Also, baby bluegill, another fire collar. Everybody knows, you know, bass hate bluegill. And then another lunker hunt frog is the prop frog. I had a 3-pound 3 pound, 2-ounce smallmouth come up and hit it sideways, and I thought the stinger hook got it, but it wasn't. It was actually one of these. And I actually bought this to deal with that one that kept short striking my other frogs. So we'll put that right there. I have this in a regular collar, and then I have one. Then there's one here that my sister I bought. Well, technically, I bought one too, and then she bought another one, which is this one. So we kind of share everything, you know. And then there's one in white, like I said, you know, have one in white, one in regular, just in case. And get these in here, hopefully without damaging them. And then another one I like is the spider. I've actually had a little smallmouth get this, and then a rock bass bit it, which was fun, absolute fun. And that's it for this drawer. And that is my topwater box. Yeah, as y'all can see, I have a bit of a problem. I am a frog fanatic. I absolutely love frogs. And that's why I said my uncle has told me that I have a bit of a problem. I am a frog junkie. I love my frogs. Shouldn't sticking out. Know that. And now for the coup de grace, the terminal tackle and the soft plastics. Now, this is all I need for my terminal tackle. This I actually got off of Amazon. I can't remember what it's called now. Hold on, folks. I'll have to look it up again. Or I would. But there's something similar to this. But a company makes something similar to this. They're called Spro. This isn't from Spro. I can't remember what it's called. I'll link it down. I'll link the Amazon. I'll put it in the link for this in the description. But yeah, so this has got all my terminal stuff. It's got I have my EWG hook and the size 1 and 2 drop shot hooks, size 2, 3, and 4 more drop shot hooks. These drop shot hooks are in a red. They're in the size 2 or 1, I believe. Size 2, I think. As are these might be a little bit. These might be a size 3, a little bit bigger. But I have the Yum pumpkin jig for some big worms. Then I have some worm hooks.